The woman is giving birth to a child. As soon as the child is born, the doctors are dumbfounded. My goodness, before the umbilical cord is even cut, the child floats up into the air. The mother pulls the child down, while the grandmother is still in a state of confusion, and the doctors are at a loss and just blinking. The excited mother exclaims that she has given birth to an angel. To prevent the hospital from using her son for research purposes, they take the child home with them. The next morning, the grandmother wakes up and immediately realizes something strange is going on because the child is floating around. After searching for a while, they finally find him sleeping on the ceiling. Seeing that her son can really fly, the mother gives him the name Fly. To appease the gossiping aunts and uncles, the mother ties Fly to the stroller with a belt to hide his ability and then starts fixing the blankets to the ceiling. In the blink of an eye, Fly grows up. His mother makes him a vest with two 100-kilogram iron blocks inside so he can walk to school. However, his stubborn grandmother does not allow Fly to leave the house and insists on teaching him herself with her elementary school education. But with his mother's insistence, they finally take their first steps outside. Even though Fly's pockets are loaded with iron blocks, he still floats a bit while walking. While waiting for his mother outside a store, Fly accidentally bumps into a little girl who is trying to scam him for money. She asks him to bring water to her house, but it's too heavy. So, Fly throws away the iron blocks in his pockets, making it easier for him to walk. But when he arrives at the girl's house, he realizes the seriousness of the situation and refuses to give her the water. The girl is confused and asks if he is also trying to scam her. As soon as the girl takes the water from the boy, he starts to float in place. My goodness, it's true, Fly is a child without gravity. As soon as Fly pushes his hand back down to the ground, Ellie grabs him tightly and goes back inside to get her backpack. She hands the heavy backpack to Fly and promises to keep his flying ability a secret. After Fly returns home with the backpack, his mother is angry and scolds him for not saying hello to her when he goes out. She warns him that if anyone finds out he can fly, it will be dangerous for him. From that day on, Ellie often comes to play with Fly, and the two become best friends. One day, Ellie's grandmother tells Fly's mother that her granddaughter likes Fly because he can fly. Fly's mother is worried that his secret will be discovered, so she keeps him locked up at home every day. However, the four critical people in the town became suspicious of Fly's absence and his mother had no choice but to send him to school. But when they arrived at the classroom, they realized that all the students had to leave their backpacks outside because Fly needed to carry something heavy to prevent him from floating. As a result, he couldn't attend school like a normal person. Fly is different from ordinary people and cannot lead a normal life. 10 years later, Fly has grown up and his mother has grown old, and his grandmother has floated away ahead of them. Until now, Fly still carries his heavy pink backpack with him everywhere he goes. On this day, Fly is attracted to a talent show on TV featuring people with special abilities, and he wants to prove himself. He packs his backpack and sets off for the show's location. This is his first time appearing on a talent show stage, and he wants to prove that he is a person with special abilities. After he puts down his heavy backpack, he starts to float in place, causing a huge sensation. Many top agents approach him for contract opportunities and give him a catchy stage name, the Man Without Gravity. He jumps from a platform over 100 meters high and slowly floats back up to the cheers of the crowd. This performance makes Fly incredibly famous, and he moves into a 50-square-meter villa and establishes the Fly Museum, which displays the items he used when he was a child. The agents helped him promote his image by saying that Fly's mother treated him poorly, trying to gain people's sympathy. This made Fly very angry, feeling like he was being used like a puppet. But because he signed a contract, Fly had to continue to perform on stage obediently. During one performance, his mother finally came to the venue. Halfway through the show, Fly couldn't control himself anymore and shouted uncontrollably on stage. The agents were furious and asked Fly what he was going to do now. Fly replied, "Just say that I flew away." The news of Fly's death was announced the next day. A few years later, he disguises himself as a disabled person to hide his identity and live a normal life. He finds a job as a front desk clerk in a hotel. One day, Ellie recognizes him at first sight and they happily play together like they did in their childhood. Their relationship quickly heats up, and they start a shameless life together. Eventually, Ellie becomes pregnant with their child and becomes a housewife while Fly finds a job washing windows while wearing a Superman costume.
Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.